Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while, it's been forever, I think, because a lot of things change in my life, and especially my personal life. And one of the highlights is that I moved to Paris, and I'm gonna stay here for much longer than I was during last 3 4 years, and that just brings me a lot of joy sharing this with you. And also there's another thing that happened that is basically this. um yeah, this is a story that I'm gonna share in a separate video, but in short, Paris, and I am almost 7 months pregnant now. Anyhow, that was the reason why I was off, and because I really wanted to have some time for myself. And a lot of women know that the first trimester is a roller coaster, and you just don't want to do anything. And I'm about to enter my third, and I'm kind of thinking, what if all my energy of my second trimester will fade away? But it did not yet, which is great. So, just sharing with you a bit of my life, what I'm doing today. I was out for groceries, and what I love in Paris, because back in Almaty, what I usually do, I just order food from online grocery shop. Here, I really enjoy going out, seeing people, and shopping for food myself, and which I did. I was I got recommendation for about this very cute grocery, fruit, vegetable shop that source only local products, and it's actually very cute, and I really love it because I used to work in alimentation as well for a couple of years, and it just like sort of shop of my dreams. Very small, everything you need, super fresh and local, and also sourced from the producer that you know in person. So I'm going to make sort of like fajitas for my family today. This is my go-to recipe that I always do when I'm in doubt, and when I don't know what to do, and I just kind of tired already because I've been cooking all this week. And this is what I do super often, and I know how to do it, and it's my way. So it's not like very traditional way, which I don't even know yet. My recipe comes from Jamie Oliver, which is British pop, very popular chef, who wrote a lot of books. So this recipe is one of his books, from one of his books. And yes, let's get into it. So that's super easy to make and to repeat. There's just chicken breast, uh, bell pepper, red onions, and you have to put some like red pepper, paprika, sweet paprika, and some salt. So you're gonna mix it, and then you just put it away for like 30 minutes or more. So you're gonna make it in the morning and then come back to it on the evening. It just will get better. And again, this is not, I have no idea how to do like a original recipe, and I'm sorry all the people from I don't know who knows how to make it properly. This is my way, and I even still have the book because I think I brought it years ago here in Paris, and I was unpacking my boxes from the storage, and I found so many books, and I even got a couple of cookbooks. So what I like about it, that the meat going to turn red, and it's gonna be a bit spicy, just a tiny bit. It's okay. My siblings and I will love when it gets spicy, although not too much. I mean, not Asian spicy, but just enough. Not messy, not hard. Easy peasy. I'm going to put it away, and I know a lot of people are crazy about salmonella, which I just probably hurt someone's feeling because I was touching raw chicken with my bare hands. But don't worry, I clean it all the time. Also, when I got pregnant, I got even more, how to say, I get scared a lot with food, and I'm very precautious. So, for example, I'm gonna wash, of course, and I'm gonna show you something else that I started to do at my home, which I never done before. Not today, salmonella. I've seen it at one's blogger video. So I soak all of the veggies, greens, and fruits now, like this. There's salt and some water because it gets dirty because it comes from the soil, so it's kind of normal, the radish being dirty. But I get so annoyed with all those kind of things, getting sick with a lot of things that's very hard on pregnant women. And I mean, actually it's very dangerous to other people too. So I think I kind of improved my kitchen behavior. Also, we always did it at my cafe, but since I got pregnant, I started to be a very annoying person with all of my kitchen stuff. So I asked them to do this twice with salt and with some baking soda. They hate me, but I check it every now and then if they do it or not, because I mean, sometimes people, even there is an instruction, they avoid it, but somehow we managed to get used to it, because it's really important. I mean, we have so many people coming to the cafe, plus also there is a lot of pregnant women who trust us, who are going to breastfeeding. And you know, once you get pregnant, all of your talks are just about being pregnant and how you getting through this. And all of a sudden you start to understand your friends who've been through this stage, and you was like, oh my God, is there anything we can talk about it with you? So this is me now. I am that person now. So never say never, right? There. Locally sourced. It's actually from the shop that I really liked in my neighborhood. I have a new neighborhood, by the way. And the shop is so cute, so pretty. It's just, you know, joy being like shopping there. So voila. This is very good for your stomach. I mean, the radish itself, just eat it as it is. And I know French people eat it with some butter, which I find very weird. I don't do that. We usually eat it just with salt or in a salad, but I mean, so I keep it like that, and I just move on to other stuff. So I'm going to fry this for like 15 minutes maybe, until the onions will get soft and the chicken will get ready. And then I got these These are the corn tortillas. I'm just going to heat them a little, and we're good to go. Just waiting for my brother to come back from the school, and dinner is ready. And I'm done. That's it. That's just for, I don't know, as a sort of a starter, veggie starter, guacamole. That's some cheese. That's not usually goes into the fajitas, but I kind of like the crunch. Leftover potatoes, and we are good to go. This is a corn tortillas.
Let's take a look at the tape. There we go. Right. There. See? The door.
Watching with kids. Morning. Just woke up, and first thing I do in the morning, two very small wellness rituals. There's a mess my sister just created for breakfast. The first is this apple cider vinegar, just a bit of before the breakfast, sort of like a tablespoon. That helps with the digestion of water. And the second phase is that while I'm gonna make some eggs, I'm gonna drink some hot water, just to, it's sort of like, to me, it's like hugging yourself from the inside. It's very nice, and it also helps with digestion. And I am crazy about all this kind of stuff. So cheers, guys. Let's make some scrambled eggs. Here it's done. I don't like when it's too dry, so that's just enough. So what do we have here for breakfast? Some bread, chicken leftovers, salmon, avocado. My sister cut some tomatoes, Philadelphia. This is the cheese we all love, and that's the skyr. I'm gonna mix it with some protein, and it will be sort of like a dessert. So we're taking skyr. Look how good it is. Super creamy. We got it from the brand called Bellever. It's they produce all of the like dairy products in France. I don't know, maybe not in all over France, but in Paris for sure. They have their own shops too. Then I have the protein. This one is vanilla powder, vanilla flavored. Tick, tick. So we are going to mix it. Here, and then I'm gonna add some cacao crisps, which are also with protein, and that's it. Yeah, I'll be like this. The last part of the morning is my supplements. These are some iron, maternity, and vitamin D that I'm supposed to take for like 4,000. I could have more, but they said it's dangerous for the baby. And this one I love because it's like almost like a candy. That's it. So we're having brother sister Saturday and came to Marché les Enfants Rouges for lunch with my brother, and we're gonna have some Japanese. So got the food. Let me show you. So these are the like cakes with tofu and shrimps. He got karage. So it's kind of late. Got back home from a little shopping with my brother. Went to the market, which I just showed, and then we also went to grab a cake, sugar-free cake. Then went to get him a pair of Speedos for the pool, for the swimming pool, and also passed by Uniqlo, but it's just so stressful. So many people out there in the Marais. That's just like very annoying. But I mean, we only can do these things when he's on the weekend, not during the school. So, and what I'm doing now, all alone by myself, having my pre-bed tea and just like enjoying silence. Just there's only the noise from dishwashing machine and nothing else. Well, there is, I mean, outside Paris, but that's just it. See you guys, I guess, tomorrow if I won't forget to film again. So hitting the gym Sunday morning. First things first, haven't had breakfast yet because everybody's asleep. So anyway, going to do something good for myself, for my body. So Sunday evening already, I'm gonna cook dinner, and this time, actually, most of the times I roast something. Either it's chicken or fish, and I'm gonna make some chicken breast covered with some seasonings and sweet potatoes. This is what I and kids easily consume over here, and it's just will take like 10 minutes prep and 40 minutes of roasting, and voila, we're gonna eat before 6, because usually what we do at home, we eat from 4 to 6 depending on what time everybody got home. But I really don't get the idea of eating very close to your bedtime because you feel bad, you have bad sleep, and I think it's just in general not really cool for your body. Also, Whoop says the same, so I'm kind of agree with that. I normally would eat at least 3 hours before my sleep, but longer better. So let's go. Got darker, bit better. So chicken breast and sweet potato. I'm not gonna cut it any special way. I'm just going to cut it in big pieces. Look how it turned out. It's just fresh from the oven. Perfect. And it was like 40 minutes. I love it. So, happy Sunday. Hey guys, another Monday, and took my brother to the school. His school organized something outside of Paris, so I had to bring him at 8 something. Like we went out from home from at 7:45, and yet we still were the latest who came, and he almost didn't went because the bus apparently already gone. And I'm kind of curious. It's like such a big difference for me. His school is private here. Why is the school didn't organize one big bus from the school? So we had to take kids too far away, like to the La Défense, which is very far from our home, and just so busy and noisy, and you have to change stations if you go to the metro. I checked the taxi this morning, and it would probably took me even longer. If I would be driving myself, it will be even longer than a taxi. So I miss his school every single day because his previous school was also private back in Kazakhstan, and they fed kids 3 times a day. They had pickups and drop off to your home. And here it's practically the same price, but you have to get to the school yourself. And there's only one time lunch, there's no breakfast. And when something like that, like events like that happen, you're supposed to take your kids to the venue, which is new story to me. Yeah, I'm not complaining, it's just that's the difference. Anyhow, I spend my afternoon, my morning doing some spreadsheets, which is a big part of my job, big part of being an entrepreneur, and it's very boring, but at the same time you have to do it because there is nobody else who will do it for you. And I was like scratching some numbers for September, and it didn't really went well because I have no idea. It even was quite the same as August, which is, I don't know, which is weird because people usually start to like thinking about their health and bodies in the beginning of September, right after holidays. But I guess not this year. But according to the statistics, we will go up in October, so I'm very looking forward to it. Also, have to scratch numbers for the pay roll, which is increasing also. And from one part of it, I have to be very grateful to my team because without them, I'm nothing. And the other part is just the fact that the digits are growing, the numbers are growing. It just makes me kind of upsets me. But I'm just trying to focus on the gratitude part. So yes, and I have to cook something because my brother will be here, super hungry, and I'm feeling hungry myself too. And what else? Have to go back there and pick him up and bring back home. Yes, you would ask why don't he does it himself? Because he's very new to Paris and it's also very far. Even though he's 14 years old, I think he would probably manage that. But first couple of days, I really need to show him how to do it. And to the school he goes himself. He already knows the direction, but this is a bit different. And this event will take a week. So I have like my extra job, dropping off him to school. And yes, I know there's parents who does it every single day, and I shouldn't complain at all, but still I am, since I have other things to do. Also, I'm pregnant and just tired all the time. Yes, here I am. So catching up later. So another day, another sleigh, and just drop off my brother at the school gathering. Saying gathering because I just explained yesterday that it's like the week of how to say that, integration. So they visit different things. Yesterday, for example, they went golfing, and I don't know what exactly they're doing today, but he's having fun, which is important to me. At least I can be happy for him and, doing my own stuff. So I am going to the gym now, gonna hit the gym, and after that I'm gonna have my first ever maternity photo shoot with a photographer from Kazakhstan. She's not flying for me, she was flying for Fashion Week. And this last day of her trip, she agreed to take some photos of me, and I am almost practically 7 months pregnant. And I think it's just the best time because the bum is already showing. You can practically see that I'm pregnant. And it's not that big that I will have stretch marks or something, which I'm afraid so much. You don't even know how. It's my worst nightmare, but I'm trying to prevent. I do a lot of things. I drink water, collagen. I eat collagen. What else? Enough protein. Put in a lot of oil, sweet almond oil. But I'm not kind of sure it will beat my DNA, because my mother had it. I think my grandmother also had it. So probably, and I already have it from my teenage years. So probably I have to admit that I will have it too, but who knows? Maybe this time, since I am more educated and more into wellness, maybe this will pass. So I am ready. I already put together some looks that I will wear today. And yeah, we'll shoot at home, outside, and looking forward to it. So morning, it's another day. I don't know which day it is of the vlog. That's Alua, she's a photographer from Kazakhstan, and we are doing some sightseeing and working at the same time. We're here because we have to, and why not? And she will have some shots for the brands to do, and then we will have breakfast, and then she'll fly back. Voila. Hi everyone. Still trying to resist buying maternity clothes, so I'm still wearing my pregnancy jeans and other stuff. So Alua, meanwhile, is doing business. There, she's working with these brands and trying to make them, creating some content for them. So we are in a neighborhood of my old neighborhood that I really wanted to visit because it's the market day. And honestly, well, apparently there is like a lot of food all over, but only this market. It's in between Musée Galera and Palais de Tokyo. It's in the 16. I think it's Avenue Wilson. Okay, only this one have a woman who sell only apples. And those apples are like the best apples I ever had in my entire life. So I am going to get those apples because I have to. Excusez-moi. It's already doing some damage over here. Okay, I have to find the woman. I'm gonna show you. Look. These are so cute.
Madame, vous pouvez me servir, madame?
They sell organic stuff. So I really can't find the woman who sells the apples. No, she's not there. Maybe she's there, the other side. So, no woman with how to say, with the apples. She's not here today. What is she doing? It's a season. She has to be here. She's not. Anyway, I've got some salmon for dinner and a bit of cheese from the guy that I love. So it's a good day. We came over for breakfast finally, and the must pit stop is Café Kitsune, as everybody who comes from to Paris for the first time, it's something that you have to see 100%. Not my opinion, but a lot of people think that. So I'm having a bit of like a chill day. I went to the gym this morning, get some groceries, met a friend for late breakfast, met another friend for business questions, and here I am at home about to enjoy some really good apples that are crazily crisp and sweet, some prunes that I've got today at the shop, tea, and I'm going to watch Victoria Beckham documentary that was out yesterday, I guess, on Netflix. And honestly, since I am a millennial girl, I was a big fan of Spice Girls, obviously, and especially Victoria because she was that one who was posh, and she was um, at that time that was important. You know, she was not blonde; she was brunette girl that sort of kind of represented. I saw myself in it. Also, I was in music, but back then it was in music school, and when I was 12, I was 100% sure that I'm gonna become a singer. So, and then she transformed into this fashion um, icon and then fashion designer. And um, I am big fan of her as a mother, as a professional and performer as well. Maybe not much. When I grew up now, I see that maybe they're not that great of a singers as a group, as individuals, but as a group, it's phenomenal, and I still love to dance and sing out loud when I hear their music. And I think it's the only concert I would love to visit, the only reunion I would be dreaming would be dream about. I know they had a concert like 7 or 6 years ago, and I remember I applied for UK visa, and I got uh, got refused, so couldn't go to the concert. But it's was only four of them, except Victoria. Anyhow, what I love about her that she also, when she does something, she does it top notch, and I've seen a lot of her interviews. And one lesson that I learned: never, always work with professionals. Never uh, be greedy for money when it comes to working with professionals because it's something that will pay off. So here I am starting to watch this with my tea, some cheese, and fruits. And here you go. As I told you, as we speak and breathe. Yes, that's my plan for today. And to rest and do nothing. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow to go to wrap up my week because it's Friday. And have everybody who's watching this, thank you for doing that. And see you tomorrow. So this is Friday, and we consider this day as sort of like a TV movie night with my siblings. I have no idea what we're gonna watch, but I scratched some ideas what I'm gonna cook today. So we're gonna cook now, dinner for three, and what? And yeah, that would be the last day of the vlog. So what are we cooking? We are cooking some roasted potatoes, roasted butternut, squash, some turkey fillet, and I was kind of thinking to make a dessert because there is bananas are dying as usual, but we'll see. I mean, I still get tired sometimes, and today particularly I don't feel like cooking at all, but I will. So you're in my fridge. I'm gonna take these cute little potatoes, some onions because I need them for lentilles, for the lentils, butternut, eggs. What do I need eggs for? For baking. Feta, but that's for later. Feta cheese and probably the dying banana. There's another one that is dying there. Oh, and maybe we'll make the guacamole because they are way too soft already. So here we go. I'm gonna roast some butternut squash, and I'm gonna cut it with like these small pieces, even with this part, because I've seen that in Japanese restaurant they do that. So I thought I can do that too. I start making banana cake, not really bread. So I have this too, ugly but sweet. And I'm gonna use the protein. I have this one. It's this one is vanilla. Yeah, that's vanilla. Then also some Greek yogurt, or I have, what do I have? Okay. I have skyr, and I'm gonna put just a bit of apple cider vinegar because I don't have the dough rice. Not sure the word, but that's going to be a word of the day for me. I'm gonna have a look right after. So here, I'm just gonna mix it up. Yeah, and eggs. So I need 2 eggs, 2 bananas, 3 tablespoons of skyr, 3 tablespoons of these, and I'm gonna see the texture, and we will go from there. So I added some skyr, and I haven't even noticed that skyr was with some vanilla, and that means there was sugar. It's getting very puffy here. It was total experiment, but it turned out fine. I mean, first part, but we will see how it will look after I bake it. So the lentil, I added some feta. Turned out pretty fine. Maybe it doesn't look super delicious, but it tastes good. Those also turned out fine. Just from the oven. And then I have roasting veggies there. Yeah, you can't really see. We're going to wrap up this week. I was considering my life in Paris in general, I was pretty busy, and busy in a good way. Still, like, working remotely with my team allowed me to actually make these videos and also spend some time alone, which is pretty amazing sometimes. Have more time with my siblings. Cook. I don't really remember when I cooked this much every single day. And these thoughts of like what I'm gonna make for dinner tonight is just like biting me every day. And that's why maybe they've been eating something with chicken and something with salmon every other day. Other than that, as have you seen, I did the main point of the week that I met Alua and we made a photo shoot together to capture me being pregnant. I really wanted that to happen, and I'm so excited to see the result. And what else? just, want to say that I'm very grateful for everybody who actually finished it. And my brother just arrived, and I have to open the door. And I'll see you guys some other time. Thank you for watching.